Greetings and salutations, fine people. I'm Patty Alvarez. Welcome to The Good Soul, a show where we'll have supercharged chats with everyday humans from all walks of life and unpack what in their story will inspire us all. We'll extract the untapped wisdom, distill it, and serve it up to you in all the right ways that will engage, enlighten, and most of all, inspire growth within your soul. I think people are awesome. So join me on this journey through the hearts and minds of ordinary people to uncover the good soul within you. This is The Good Soul. Hi friends, I'm Patty Alvarez, and here I am, excited to welcome you to episode 67 of The Good Soul. Today's episode is called The Life That's Waiting, and I'm joined by my amazing creature of a husband, Manny Alvarez.
Well, hello.
And if you know him, you know he's a total man's man with a heart of gold and a gift for keeping things real. That's for sure.
Ooh.
Today, we're talking about what it means to feel stuck in a life that looks fine but doesn't feel quite right, about the messy middle of healing, the bravery it takes to let go of old versions of ourselves, and how to finally step into a life that feels true. It's honest, inspiring, and a little bit humorous with a whole lot of heart. And again, even more truth. So what do you say, fancy face? You ready to dive into this?
Let's go. Like I said, it's all fresh to me. You don't tell me a thing. Let's do it.
Yeah. I think it's really funny because I can't say I can't get my husband to therapy, but we've never gotten to the point where I was like, we're going to therapy or that's it. But the show is cool because it gives us an opportunity to kind of give you a little bit of therapy. I
guess, because it's also kind of scared. Like I said, this is all, off the cuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know when you're always going to throw at me, so I get a little nervous.
Well, I know what not to ask.
Yeah, you got to bite the tongue once in a while, I thought.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, the life that's waiting, we're going to break it down into 4 segments as always. And hopefully, guys, you're going to get as much out of this episode as we get out of doing it. So episode 67, can you believe it?
You're doing great, kid. Doing great.
Come on, you're right here along with me. Hey. I don't know what would be even happening without you. So
you're right, baby.
Something's got to change. When your life looks fine on the outside, but your soul's quietly suffocating. We've all been there. You ever feel like you're just going through the motions and everything looks fine, but deep down inside something's a little bit off. But there is hope, because to me, discomfort's not a flaw, but it's feedback. And it means your life might not be fully aligned with your values. So it's kind of like a high alert for you.
Little step back.
Yeah, I believe that the soul, it speaks in its unrest, and the longer we ignore it, the louder it gets. These things don't just disappear. They don't go away. Well, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's our job, whether it's the car that we're driving, if it's not what we want to be situated in, it's not going to feel right. Something's off. And I think it bleeds into other areas of your life too, which is really kind of powerful. You always say this to me, and I probably quoted it. I say it in the blog almost once a week. When something's bothering me, you'll say like, what's really wrong? What's really wrong? What's really wrong, babe? What's really wrong? So I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Oh, boy.
And you can answer, and then I'm going to give myself the opportunity to share my feelings. But did you ever feel like you were going through the motions, that everything looks fine, but deep down inside, something was off?
Don't know what it is. Sometimes you just know something's not right. Something's not clicking with all the gears.
Can you give me an example?
Oh, man, you're saying an example.
A job situation, a friend.
I don't know. Something that is like, I guess you know you did it, but did you do it good enough? Did you? I don't know. Is that measurement right? Was I half-inch off?
Oh, God, the way your brain works,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's, is that why everything question? It's just like, I don't stop.
Well, that's why I was trying to ask you during show prep.
What I said, if I start thinking, then I'll start babbling and don't even know what I'm saying.
Well, I'm thinking
I'm just trying to do it off the cuff. That's all I'm doing, sweetie.
The big thing I tried giving him a little bit of show prep, and he's like, stop, it's better when it comes natural. Just talk to me on camera about it. So, fine. I'll give you my answer.
Go ahead.
I'll give you my answer. A big one for me, a really big one for me was Funkin' Standard. Was that as right as it felt? Because there was so much excitement that surrounded the business. something felt off. And I was in the hospital with my parents, and I was talking to the nurses, and we're in ICU. And I'm like, guys, you're heroes. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like selling whoopee cushions and punching nun dolls and free people clothes. You guys are in here saving lives. Like, I wish I was doing a version of what you were doing.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I know where you're going.
And also the stuff factor. So I read, oh God, I can't think of the name of the book now. It's about fast fashion, and the name is escaping me, but it talks about stuff and all the stuff that we consume in this world. And like fast fashion is a good example. Like Forever 21, they build clothes. They manufacture clothes that like come and go. We wear things. A kid will wear things 2-3 times maybe and move on to the next, whether it's trends. So that's also.
It also comes back around. That's the best thing.
Well, it comes back around, but the clothes are such poor quality; they're not going to last.
Yeah.
What a waste of our natural resources.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
low quality in America.
Yeah, and I started really examining that what kind of contribution am I making to our society by doing what we're doing? Now, my father used to always say, and we would laugh on Christmas morning, think of all the people who are enjoying all the gifts that they bought from your store. We had like Nunzilla where you'd wind it up and like sparks would come out of the face.
Yeah, like, simple little things sometimes.
Oh my God, Nunzilla. Really like
memorable.
Yeah, I have to get like Nunzilla for my sister Kelly.
Nunzilla.
She was cute. She was little. But so I think like nature took care of it, and when the business ended, my mother was sick, and she had died right before the business closed. My father had just gotten sick. We had so many things going on that really chipped away at my soul, and it broke the business down. It kind of broke me down a little bit.
You had a lot of things going, kid. So you're saying, and then you're going deeper than just being a little off.
A lot was off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's heavy there.
That's the moral of the story. A lot was off, and nature took care of it because I didn't have the guts to. So I was so holding on to this business because so many people relied, we had a staff. I mean, my family was invested. My sister Kelly basically dedicated her life.
It was
part of our family. It really like brought our family together. And it was a very sad, sad ending. But I think the world kind of forced me to do it. And it wasn't a bad thing because I was
going to say, it's not that it's not good or it's just what life is, it's the way you get dealt and when you get to deal with it. You're a trooper, kid.
Well, coming up with new ideas and sort of reinventing myself and always weaving hobbies into vocation and trying to, I guess, monetize or make a living off of things. So it led to the juice bar, which led to the other juice bar, which then led to me. I was teaching yoga and spin on the side while I had funk. And really. And then look, it landed me here where
that's what I'm saying. It's not good. It's life. It's just what happened, and that was a hard part of your life, and then we go back to that now, and
we see the signs, guys, and there are no mistakes. Did you know that 70% of people admit staying in unfulfilling jobs or routines because they feel safe? Yet those who pursue meaningful change report higher and longer term satisfaction. Makes perfect sense.
I think so. As you challenge yourself and you make that accomplishment, you always feel better.
Yeah, you're leveling constant growth.
That's just one thing.
Well, in the words of the great Tony Robbins, if we're not growing, we're dead. We're dying. If we're not growing, we're dying.
Human body in motion.
So, guys, second segment. Once you realize something's got to change, the next step is rarely neat or easy, but it's healing.
The hardest step.
Yes, and healing that can get messy. So we're going to talk about that in segment 2 of episode 67 of The Good Soul. Guys, don't go away. We'll see you in a few. This segment of The Good Soul is brought to you by Aaron Fisnick, certified luxury home specialist with Ivester Jackson Christie's International Real Estate. Aaron serves all levels of the greater Lake Norman region real estate market, and whether buying or selling, she is very much the lady who will deliver like no other. Many of us at Good Soul are also really happy clients. Aaron can be reached at 704-728-5657 or reach out to me and I'll get you guys connected. Thank you, Aaron Fisnick, and thank you guys for tuning in and supporting The Good Soul. Welcome back to The Good Soul, everybody. I am Patty Alvarez. I'm here with my ever so handsome, sweet, charming, and loving
Easy,
husband.
beautiful.
Oh, good.
Hey now.
Oh, Lord.
Hey now.
So the life that's waiting. And I want to start almost like every segment with this. Like, my friend Rebecca Sheets gave me the most beautiful plaque for Christmas and it says, I remember praying for what I have now. So I do want to express not only to our listeners and to my husband and to the gods that I don't ever want to seem ungrateful, that the life that I get to live, I mean, I have my bad days, but I feel so incredibly blessed and lucky. And that all of this stuff is kind of like troubleshooting. It's like chipping away. I was talking to somebody yesterday about therapy, and they were saying, like, you know, what Kate Hudson once said, like, it's good to go through all this stuff. It's like, why, you know, we go to the gym every day, we brush our teeth every day. Why do we not work on our mental health? So this is kind of a version of what we're doing.
Like you said, just like that. It's nice. Your day, you know, just moving on. But go ahead. The questions, I feel now what you're trying to do with these.
Good. Are you? Who's in charge here?
You are boss lady.
Just kidding. He's like, come on with the show. Healing looks like a mess. Real healing is not peaceful or pretty. It's honest, raw, and often uncomfortable. And don't you, of all people, know that with what you've been through with your MS. Healing isn't about looking good on the outside. It's about facing the pain that you've buried. Sometimes it means tears, rest, boundaries, or admitting that you don't have it all together. The breakdown isn't the end. It's often the what?
The beginning.
It's often the beginning.
It's the first step, the hardest step. You were just saying it, right?
Yeah, well, you got to break things down to build them back up, too.
Exactly, especially when you get hit hard. You know, everything's a challenge.
So,
when you accept those challenges, that's a deal. Yeah.
Have you ever had a moment where you couldn't just push through and where you had to either surrender or just kind of sit in something?
I don't think so. I always try to push through everything, you know, and that's the thing. That's the reason I think I'm still here with you, all you pushing me and helping me. So, you know, like to sit back and you're saying, no, I don't have time for that. You know, like I said, the first thing, you know, we talked about it. Get up in the morning, pull up the shade, and I'm like, oh God, here we go.
No surrender.
No surrender. Let's do it. You know,
no surrender.
It's just not stopping.
Yeah, he's always.
You get that deep, and you start thinking like that. You're not. You won't be able to do it. You know. You just okay. I'm just going to sit here.
Yeah.
You know, and start feeling sorry for you. That's when you go into that thought process, and you go into depression.
The spiral. That's you spiral.
Yeah, and no, and that's hard to unwind.
I know. Well, you haven't really done that since we've been together. I feel like you're always pretty emotionally available to me. I mean, you definitely have moments where you shut down a bit, but you're never unreachable.
But that's what it is, you know. Shutting down is one thing. Shutting down is try to regroup and take that step again. Yeah. And then keep on pushing and push and push. Yeah.
I've never seen
life in general with everybody. It's just not people with MS. And it's a little more struggle for me, but everybody struggles with it every day.
Of course. I've never seen you surrender. And it's funny because Manny's always referencing, I wish you knew me. So we met, Manny was 48 and I was 42. And he's always like, I wish you knew me when. I wish you knew me when.
Well, it's all jacked up.
You still are jacked up.
Oh, no, I was a
You're
monster
beautiful.
back in the day. You know, especially when we first got here.
Girls, what do we always say? Bill just said in my ear, yeah, he is. Girls, what do you always think of when you think of big muscles on a man? This is a PG-rated show, so I'm not going to say it.
All right,
but
well,
I'm
that's what I'm saying. Well,
you are perfect. Look at you. Look so beautiful.
Well,
your body, your shoulders,
okay,
your
but
arms.
it wasn't that then because we both know.
Anyway, beep, beep. So what I was getting at when I said, like, I wish, when you say, I wish you knew the old me, to that I would say, I've never seen a man display more strength and fortitude and determination just for you to get up and go scoop my ice cream for me at night because it's too hard for me to scoop and you're strong enough. I'm getting a lump in my throat because you're so sweet. Oh. He scoops my ice cream for me. That's how, like, because I'm not strong enough.
I'll do anything.
You do anything. You do everything. And you pull out, and I wouldn't trade
you.
I can
do.
No.
Now it ain't much, but I can do whatever I can do, I do.
I would not trade you for Lance Armstrong, Brad Pitt, and Tom Brady mixed into one.
No, TV. We're talking about TV now.
No, I know. I don't know. Maybe Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, he's
No,
he's the man.
You are so strong and you're so like admirable. And anybody who meets you like completely 100% understands exactly why I'm married to you.
Oh, sweetie,
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Veronica, the first night she was over, you're doing dishes. She's like, "Can I take him home with me?"
It's the little things.
No, he's mine.
The little things.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit.
Do it.
How are you taught men should handle pain, and do you still believe it is as such? Think before you speak.
Suck it up. My
Suck
dad. Suck it up. My wrist's broken. Take that toolbox. Get it in the garage now. Like, my wrist is broken. I don't want to hear your lies. Get that toolbox.
Your lies?
Yeah, my lies. My wrist is hanging. I'm like, it's broke. God, oh, what?
Okay, but then your mother intervened and you end up in the ER.
Yeah, with a broken wrist.
Of course. But but wait, think of like Jesse with the leaves. Or think of Rachel with the chicken nuggets. You've taken on a lot of those characteristics, which are not bad things.
Yeah, but it's not with a broken wrist. It's during pain.
Oh, I did the same thing to Molly. When Molly and
my dad, no, he didn't. That's what we brought up.
Look at, he made you.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking. I'm only making jokes, but yeah,
I know.
I think he told me the one time. It was, I didn't want to fight. And, when I was little tiny, I was scared.
Yeah.
Tiny. You come home, cry one more time. I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd rather get my butt kicked by somebody else than him.
Oh,
and I didn't lose nothing.
Oh, you're cute. Okay. Yeah. What do you do when someone you love is struggling in a way you don't fully understand? Like you have a friend that's like in love and obsessed with somebody who's a jerk,
just get the shoulder as much as you could cry. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're better with the emotion kind of thing. I kind of pass it off to you most of the time. But if you tell me to deal with it, it's been a long time since I really smooth somebody tried to. But yeah, it's just comfort. That's all it is. It's just comfort. A hug.
Yeah.
A warm hug. A soft voice.
Yeah.
Mellow.
Listen. I think listening.
Yeah. Shutting up and listen. I do. Even though I talk a lot. When I'm in pain,
lately more. You didn't always do that.
I know my belt. I've been messed up lately, so yeah, I talk a lot. Keep on talking because it gets my mind.
But just remember what the old saying: 2 ears, 1 mouth.
Yeah, I know.
And being the loudest person in the room, or somebody who's got to put their 2 cents in on everything, starts to irritate people.
Yeah, well, I don't put my 2 cents in everything.
You're very loud sometimes.
Wow.
You've been a little loud. No, listen, I'd rather you loud than be sitting in the corner like a boring.
That's what would happen. I can't. I got to do whatever I got to do. Like you said, what's the thing about? Keep going. Challenge. Keep going.
I remember.
Whatever it takes to make me move. Okay, if that's it,
I remember do you remember the night that it was the night before Christmas Eve when Kelly and Tom got to North Carolina and we went to Monte Cristo and you were like, and I was like, who is this person right now? You were so like a down is the word that my mother used in Italian.
Yeah, everybody yapping right back to me.
You were really, you were like on steroids and we were like it was like
they
caffeine.
were yapping right back to me.
I love Monte Cristo though. I think it's really cute there. I know it's very cozy.
And it's not that you could be loud, but it's an echo room. The whole thing's open, so it's like a little voice goes a long way.
Yeah,
so
Monte Cristo is a cigar bar here in Mooresville, and it's in like it's a building in like basically we call it the Walmart parking lot, but they have it decorated.
It's on the other side of the Walmart, but still.
Yeah, they have a great. But I love that Tom introduced you to cigars.
Yeah, I wasn't a smoker at all.
No,
I'm not.
Yeah,
but if I indulge, it's going to be that acid cigar. It's good. It's infused.
Yeah, maybe you and Tom should have a cigar conversation on the show. That would be a fun one.
Tom's the man with the cigar thing, man. He's the one that taught me all that stuff. Well, taught me. I don't know even half the stuff he knows.
Yeah. All right, listen up.
Go on.
84% of people mistake emotional healing for weakness, yet those who embrace their emotions during healing are 40% more likely to make lasting life changes. How does that land with you? You think it's important to face your emotions or sweep things under the carpet?
No, face them. You know me. Definitely face them. Face them. Get them out. Do what you can. Get it over with. take it on head first.
This is a big question, but are there any things that you, and I would never, ever, ever interrogate you about this because I could say yes to this question, but are there things in your life that you feel like you grapple with, that you regret or you're sad about, that you still are conflicted over? Mistakes you've made, hearts you've broken, things you've stolen.
Bird I did?
The bird. We talked about the bird.
Okay, well, that's things I regret. I mean,
or is there like a girl you cheated on that you were like, oh, I feel so bad. Like, I wish I never did that. Or
no, because I told you, that's not in me.
No, you're not a cheater.
No, I didn't like it too much because it was done to me. So you try to do it back, and I didn't do it. I didn't like it. It's just
I'm
an eye for an eye, and that kind of situation. It's not me anyway, too.
Yeah.
I was, and that's like, this is just not right.
I'd break your face.
Well, I don't, I wouldn't, I didn't think about it, but then it was done to me, and then I was
make
like,
a note of that.
Make
a
that's
note
what
of
it
that.
is. Even when it was done to me, so okay, I didn't do it back, but it didn't, it's not right because now you're not only you're trying to be spiteful to somebody else, but you might be hurting somebody else, and
yeah,
so I stopped all that crap. Yeah,
I know. Well, it always involved kids and this,
yeah.
and like the mess it creates for so many people.
Yeah, just anything. It's thorny bush, man.
All right, it's a thorny bush, a tangled web we weave.
I know.
So, guys, third segment. After we do the inner work, we often realize we're carrying things we don't need anymore. Up next, the courage it takes to finally let go. So, stay tuned, and we'll teach you some good stuff here on The Good Soul. Want a little bit more rainbows and unicorns in your life? Start your day with Good Soul Daily. Every morning, you'll find me in your inbox where I share a quick story, lesson, or quote to spark joy and inspiration. Come join our hundreds of daily readers and let's step into our new day together with my lighthearted, Pollyannic approach. I would be honored if you'd allow me into your heart and head where you are sure to be delighted and inspired. Text me over your email address to 704-618-7993 for your daily dose of happiness and reassurance that life is pretty darn awesome. Welcome back, friends and loved ones, to The Good Soul. We are on episode 67, and we are talking about the life that's waiting. And I'm going to keep reminding you that I'm very happy, content, and overly grateful for the life I am sitting in right now.
Right back at you.
And it's in large part to YOU.
Right on.
So letting go of what's no longer for you. Growth means releasing what you've outgrown, even when it's scary. We know this. You don't have to stay the same just because it's comfortable for others. We often confuse familiar with safe, but what's familiar isn't always healthy. Letting go isn't quitting. It's trusting that something better is ahead.
Breaking out of shell.
Or wanting
a new shell.
Wanting something different.
Yeah.
So a good example, what comes to mind is what a difficult decision it was for me to move away from New Jersey to come here. Was that a difficult decision for you guys, or was it like, no, we're out of here?
For the kids, it was difficult for me, but for me, I wanted to go. Jersey was just getting out of control.
Yeah.
Taxes, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
The jump on, that's too much. You guys are getting greedy up here.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, they still
but then
are.
What did bother me was, yeah, exactly. Anyway, the kids, that was the hard, knock. But look at them; they did so good,
So they didn't want to come.
Well, they're friends, they did a lot of stuff in it. They won championship up Jesse in Florida, go to championships and cheerleading, doing that jumping, springing. She's in the front doing it. She was a front cheerleader, so and they go to Florida, win the nationals. So she, her friends. That was hard. That was the hardest part for me for the kids.
Yeah, we never had this conversation. I never knew this.
The kids just did well,
They always do.
Rachel a little, but now they're all rolling, man. All three of them are rolling, so it's good.
Yeah.
So obviously we did something right, and hopefully, they're happy,
Well, they're happy. So, what do you think, like, for you as an adult, you had no reservations?
No, it's time for a change. Jersey for how many years? 40 years?
Well, Sue and Dennis were here. Were Sue and Dennis the only two that were here?
That I knew. I didn't even know him that well.
Yeah.
Now I know I love that.
Yeah.
Dennis is awesome.
Dennis
Sue,
is they both are.
Well, yeah, they're great.
I know.
Great
And Pat's
people.
birthday was yesterday.
O'Malley, shout out, happy birthday, buddy.
Weezer wants to be on the show. We have to have Weezer.
He's got a lot to talk about.
Weezer is like Weezer's similar to my brother-in-law Tom. I'm like, what would we talk about? I just would want to talk about everything with him.
Pat, hold the conversation. Call the conversation 3 days in a row straight without taking a break.
I know, but we need a subject line to get people
I'm sure
interested.
You'll find something, and I'm sure
Speaking
he got something.
Speaking of subject lines, we're completely off topic here. Have you ever stayed in something too long just because it was familiar?
Yeah, I should have done Jersey sooner.
We should have done Jersey sooner.
I should, to go sooner.
Yeah.
But I got a little break. Housing market went down a little bit, then it jumped up, and then it crashed really bad. And I caught the.
You did well in your house.
Yeah, and the house, and
you did well. So when you guys moved here, you lived in another house, right?
When we first moved here, well, I wanted, before we bought a house, I wanted to look around. We didn't, I didn't get to look around for a house. Yeah, and then I bought the house.
Oh, okay. So you lived in like an apartment or something?
A townhouse. Yeah, we moved in, townhouse, let the stuff in storage.
Where in town was it?
When you go to Walmart, that road, what's that road?
Talbot,
yeah, it's Talbot Woods.
Oh, like where, like
right on the right. Where Chevy and Marion, right behind Chevy, Marion.
Oh, on the other side of 150.
Yes.
Oh, so it's not like near where they are now.
Just on the other side of the road.
Oh, that's so funny. I never knew that. We have to drive by you to show me where you live.
Oh, yeah, it's the apartment building. Yeah,
that's
and we
so
kept the stuff in storage. And then we found that house, and the house was nice. Nice and overlooked the lake. It wasn't on the lake yet. And now we're on the lake. That's going back to that,
Yes.
Not regretting anything, man. That, I didn't want to leave that house, but you pushed me the right way.
I pushed you, please. I had to give you spreadsheets and more spreadsheets, and
you know how I am.
Study,
and
of course we went way over budget anyway. So those spreadsheets.
That's another whole thing. Let's go on topic.
Spreadsheets are out the window. No,
going off topic.
Listen, it is worth every ounce of hard work.
Yes.
And there's a good example, too. Like I had seen something. I love. Listen. There's no question. Joanne is one of my favorite people in the world. When I say this, I mean no disrespect, and I know she knows this, and she would agree with me. Something about living in that house didn't feel right for me.
Yeah, because
it was the house that he and his ex-wife had shared, and it's not. I'm grateful. It was perfect. It was the perfect.
Put your name in a mortgage. That didn't even work. He's like, I still don't feel right.
No, it wasn't about the mortgage. It was about the deed. It was about
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. So I think that was a really good move. And I'll never forget at one point we were having a challenge with something, and Sandy Mari was like, you two have got to get a house that's your own. And what we were arguing about had nothing even to do with the house, but I think it had to do with me being sort of like the matriarch, and it was I almost felt sort of like a guest in that house, and I felt guilty.
Even though, I know. Even though all the writing was, both of ours. Hey, I made it right away when we got married.
Well, and it had nothing to do with you, or nothing to do with anybody in particular at all. Rachel had welcomed me with open arms. Jesse, there was nothing. I mean, as soon as we got there, you built that, you turned the office, you built the wall, you turned the office into Molly's bedroom for her. I mean, you guys made us feel so welcome, but something didn't feel right. And I got in the car. It was right at the beginning of COVID. I got in the car and I started looking for lots, and I found the lot. And I found 6 lots. And we went to put an offer in. We put an offer in this lot.
That's the one we're going to get.
Well, the offer was off by $25,000. And then I started looking around in other neighborhoods, and I'm like, no offense to anybody who doesn't live in our neighborhood, but I'm just going to say, when you looked at that lot that we're on now, every other lot was no, I don't want to live there. I want that one. So I finally said to him, for the sake of $25,000, which in the I know that's a boatload of money, but in the grand scheme of things, when we're old people, are we going to be damn, I wish
it's already paid itself back.
Well,
20 times older.
Well, as of today, let's hope it the market. But that's not.
I understand that. But
I don't
the
build
right move.
and buy.
I'm just saying it was the right move anyway. So
Like when people say, you don't get your return on your investment for a pool. I'm like, I'm not putting a pool in thinking about my ROI. I'm putting a pool in so I can enjoy and I completely live my home life like that. I am not thinking about resale.
No, why?
Well, you are with the HVAC, with the splitters. Everybody, my sister, my brother, Molly, the basement. We need HVAC in our basement. And I'm like, can we just put those? He's like, you're not putting the. Yeah, I know. We're not doing it. No. Actually, Terry's going to be over today at 5:00. Oh,
so I love the way you give me a heads up. Thanks.
I just did.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
He's our HVAC guy. So anyway, it was scary, but I think when you, and this all comes back to what I'm talking about here, the nose knows, the intuition knows. And
when you feel something in that gut, you got to go with it.
Yeah, it all was so crystal clear. And he's nervous about, you are a slow burn, my love. You are a slow burn.
I throw everything, I think about it. Patty, you know how it is. And I'm just like, all right, let me look, see what the best route is.
Yeah.
I am. No, I think that's good. I think you balance. I hold you. Okay, this way. Then I let you go, and you're like,
everything, including your face. Just kidding. No, I think that's what makes us such a great couple too. Is that we both have very strong intuition,
and I think we balance each other good.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
I gotta hold you back sometimes.
Well, we were talking about it just the other night when we had said something about type A, and you were like, you're very type A, and I'm like, and so are you. You're very. We're both very type A. Yeah, but it's hard. That's a challenge that's definitely a challenge because there are certain like areas like you have like no fly zone for me, like the yard, I can't make any.
Oh my gosh.
He gets like angry at me if I talk to the landscaper. It's a man's job.
It's not the man's job. It's my lane. Your lane is, decorating. That I don't say nothing. I just say, oh, yeah, I like it. No, I don't like it. That's it. And then I let you do your thing and picking it out when you want. Let me do my thing. This is what I do. Well, I used to do, you know what I'm saying, for a living. Not that I do it, but I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I still can point and tell people what to do. And I know the numbers. I know everything. Well, I know how to smooth somebody when it comes to it. I know literature to give. I know what to talk about. You can't. And then when you give them the number and not to do this, and then I try to say, no, this is the number.
I have one thing to say.
Oh, boy.
By 5:00 tomorrow, those trees are going to be gone.
Yeah. Well,
I rest my case.
Yeah, and guys, I still got somebody. Never mind.
We're going to wrap up segment 3. We will see you for segment 4 where we're going to go over
real
letting go, opening up space, but space for what? That brings us to the most hopeful part, that all we've been waiting for in life is there, and ours for the taking. Guys, don't go away. We'll be back here on The Good Soul. Who isn't looking to get happy and healthy and empower themselves in an extraordinary fitness community? At Good Soul Hot Yoga, we offer life-changing yoga, strength training, cycling, and relaxing therapeutic classes that will make everything in your life feel better. For some power, balance, and peace of mind, we will deliver. Come experience our spa-like wonderland in the center of Mooresville. We will become your happy place. Hey guys, welcome back to The Good Soul, episode 67. How do you say 67 in Spanish?
Siete.
It sounds like to the same word. Siete. 67 is siete.
Yeah, siete.
Oh, okay.
Siete.
I love when you speak Spanish. It's so cute. It's so impressive. The life that's waiting. The most authentic version of life is already inside of you. All you have to do is say yes. Does that translate?
Yes. The nice and slow.
The life that fits you doesn't drain you. It feels like truth. You don't have to chase a better life. You have to allow a better life. When you stop betraying yourself, life starts flowing differently. So if pressure and expectation weren't part of the equation, what kind of life would you want?
Break it down for me.
So if you could change, all right, MS aside, because we all know we want your MS to go away.
Okay.
But that aside, And you can't outrule elements of the MS. So, in other words, okay, what would you change about your life if you could?
What would I change?
Yeah. And don't feel bad saying it. I mean, I know as long as you don't want a new wife, we're good.
What would I change? Don't tell Betsy, but I need my new truck. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, that's material. That's
but
this
this material is what's going to make me
We're going to get you.
feel.
You'll get a new truck when the
get
time comes.
Yeah, but,
that's coming soon.
But I don't got nothing I want to change besides the MS, because that's the only thing I'm focusing on now because of these problems lately. So I don't really have too many other thoughts in my head besides getting better and living the best quality life I can with you, because I got everything I need. Like I said, every day open that shade, I keep on going back to that reference.
What about yourself? Is there anything about yourself you think that you should change?
Oh, that I should change?
You'd like to change. Let me answer first.
Yeah, so I could understand what you're trying to get me
So
to
for
say.
me, there's nothing in my life I want to change. I want to change. I think at this point in my life, one of the most valuable pieces of wisdom that I've really let soak in is I'm exactly where I belong at every point in my life. And I believe in enjoying and kind of reminiscing on the past, learning from the past, and looking ahead to future goals and finding enthusiasm. But being able to enjoy where I am has been really helpful to me. There's a few things I grapple with. I grapple with worrying. And I'm a firm believer that it's something that I can control, but I don't know how yet. I'm working very hard to figure out how. And I'm going to continue to just keep reading books and listening to podcasts and talking to people, specifically women who are older than me. But I worry too much, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I firmly believe that I am the only thing that is holding me back from me and my future goals. But I'm patient enough to understand that it's all coming, and I'm going to earn it.
Just keep on taking that first step.
I'm just going to keep learning and growing. Manny's doing the robot over here.
Just the first step is always hesitated.
You look like you're
you don't just
dancing.
go and do it. It's that first step.
Yeah. So the worry is one thing, and the worry and the kind of the terror kind of, for me, correlates with the old, I don't think I'm a good person. I think that I could be. I'm terrible with that. And my biggest fear is somebody thinking I'm a bad person. And whenever anybody comes at me for any reason, I had somebody come at me a couple of weeks ago, and I have no problem saying, I'm not going to say who it was, but they had gone through a tragedy, and I would check in with them periodically, and I never knew exactly what the right way to do it was. And it was about the 5th time since this person had gone through the tragedy that they had said to me, stop texting me. These texts are coming off as phony and gossipy. I'm like, gossipy? I would never talk about this person's business with anybody. And hopefully you'll do better in the future in what what I just said to you. And when I tell you, it crushed me, because it kind of caves back in from that. I worry, I'm not a good person, I'm not enough, I'm not deserving of. And I've spoke to a few people who I'm close with intimately, and they're like, that person has gone through a major tragedy. And I'm not making this about me. I love the person still, and hopefully I'll get an opportunity to talk to them again, and she can. But my point is that I learned so much from that simple text that person sent to me, that about myself and being present for people and being aware. And another thing I had learned too.
Living and learning in life.
Yeah, one really important thing I learned was when somebody's going through something tragic, don't ask what you can do for them. Just do it. Just send the tray of food, send the flowers. Well, you always could. It doesn't cost money. You can go buy Kraft macaroni and cheese
That's
and
what I'm
make them
saying.
dinner
Whatever
for
it is.
Yeah.
Even if it's a phone call, it's something simple.
Yeah. And I guess my text messages weren't sufficient, and that's completely valid. So I thank the person for like tapping me on the shoulder, and I just hope they give me the opportunity, like they give me another chance, because I really have a lot of respect and admiration for this person. But at any rate,
yeah, I see what you're saying. If I could do something, stop, turn
what
the
could I
switch
change?
off. Turn that
Switch
switch
it off.
off.
Yeah.
Man, you know how I am, man. I wake up in the morning thinking.
Okay, and what is that? Here's a big one, and I know you can relate to this. To me, that is completely connected with my procrastination, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that there's like, we talk about this all the time, the juice bar and the spin program and the teacher training. There was these things that I can do to to elevate profits at the studio, and for some reason I'm not pulling the trigger. And why am I procrastinating? And why am I going through all these motions? So
no, we got to. You're right.
We all know what we need to do in our life. We all do. And, we could go, I know, that's it. I'm going to do it.
I'm going home and doing that paper you put on top of the computer.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
yeah. We're working on, Maddie, we're writing a life story, Maddie's life story. We hope to turn it into a book. And I'm telling you, I'd like to turn it.
I just want people to, enjoy the thrill ride.
Well, I'd like to turn it into I see it being like a Netflix series.
I
do. I think it would be.
There's things.
There's a lot there.
There's a lot there.
Is there some there you don't want me to know about though? I'm like, is there anything?
No, living life. You know what it is.
Yeah,
we talk openly. So we talk just like we're buddies. So you know what I'm saying.
Here's a good question, and we only have 3 minutes left.
Right on.
Do you ever see glimpses of the man you are meant to be, and what is different about him versus who you are now? This could be a whole episode.
See, this is you're the man I could be.
You were meant to be.
Oh, meant to be. No, I'm still not there. I'm still not there. I'm always pushing every day to be a better man, because I know there's always flaws. Things I can make you happier, things I can do to there's always something.
Take better care of yourself.
Take better care of myself, which we're doing. Both of us are doing.
Can I just tell you how proud I am of you? Because I thought you were going to start lamenting over your MS and the things you should have done, and you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to be in the NFL, and I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do that.
But
yeah, I'm so proud of you. That was really a evolutionary moment for you.
Okay.
And most men would start talking about the superficial things, and that's great because you're working with what you have.
I'm trying. That's what I'm saying.
Aww.
I'm coming down a little bit, slowing down and thinking a little bit.
It only took 59 years. I'm only kidding. And to me, for me, answering that question, do I ever see glimpses? No, because I am exactly. I don't think I'm all that in a bag of chips. I'm not trust me.
I'm just happy where you are.
Yeah, I'm cool with myself.
Yeah, just happy where you are. That's what I'm saying. It's just like I said. I'm sorry to keep on breaking you off too, but
no, you never do.
Just
you never do that.
Yeah.
I want a nose job. I want a tummy tuck. Other than that, I'm pretty good with myself.
I just started going on the ways, sitting down, whatever, but still doing something now.
That's silly. And wait, you're not telling me you don't need a nose job.
You don't, but I always say that.
I'm a big honker.
I don't, whatever, girl. You say whatever. I love you where you are, so you do you. When make you happy, make you happy. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. What's one small way you can say yes to yourself this week and counteract all the things? Like you're going to go home and you're going to immediately start working on that.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
That was it.
People who are in alignment with their core values show greater emotional resilience, lower anxiety, and longer-term happiness, even if their path disrupts expectations. Love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone's life is, all of us, things don't go according to plan.
No, it's the way you navigate.
Yeah. And how exciting it is to think about all that lies ahead for us and all the things that we have to look forward to.
It's bright, and there's, like I said, man, I can't get away from the damn blind opening up. I'm telling you, everything the sunshine, the whole thing I say.
Yeah.
It's just a start, man. It's great.
Guys, the life that's waiting for you isn't somewhere far away. It begins the moment you start listening to your good soul. Guys, thanks for being with us here today. That was a lot of fun.
There you go.
Let's keep walking towards the life that's been waiting and is all within us. Keep coming back. Keep tuning in. Like, share, comment.
On the good soul.
On the good soul. And guys, go out there and be great people. We all have choices. Make the right ones. We love you. I love you so much. You are the apple of my eye. Mwah. See you guys next week for episode 68 here on The Good Soul.
Woo!